It's just that daunting factor of spending so much money on equipment without knowing if it's going to perform or not. So with this, once that happens, then we can go out to Tom and Towel to see the guys, but right now we're just taking the mutts for a walk. And I just thought I'd show you, if you haven't already seen Moser is a tool that allows you to map out areas and find out the square meterage, and it is really handy for measuring out intricate spaces. It's just thinking about what it can actually save you in the long run in terms of fuel, in terms of maintenance. Tools will always go wrong, battery tools will always still go wrong. Good morning, folks. It is Monday, the 27th of January. It's nearly the end of the month. It's crazy to think that we're already a month into 2025. For some, it might feel slow. For me, I feel like it's went pretty fast, but it always seems to go fast. The weather is pretty drizzly, but it is not snowing. There's a little bit of snow on the ground. It's not shifted yet, but hopefully the weather gets a little bit milder. Mike and Tommy are back out at the Tom and Towel job to carry on with the raised sleeper bed that we were doing in the corner. Kyle is away out to a regular client to give the garden a tidy up. He's going to spend the day there and just tidy up any of the sort of debris from the storm damage and just whatever she kind of wants doing. So Damien is still away. He is going to be back next week, and obviously Ed starts on Tuesdays. Alex starts on Thursdays. So the start of the week is always a bit quiet, especially since Damien's been off. Only 3 of the guys are out today. So, but yeah, we should have a busy week. We have got some more work to crack on with. Again, little cash flow job, day jobs here and there, which is good. We do like those because they do fill in gaps, and they're also good for getting invoices out and invoices paid rather than the big projects that take quite a while. Pretty busy. I'm in the office just now, just doing a little bit of paperwork, admin, catching up from over the weekend. Also, I've got a few decent quotes to do, jobs to look at as well. The storm Yoan, which you would have seen in last week's video, didn't really come to much. Well, not up here anyway, sorry. I know a lot of places were affected, but we didn't really get much. We had a little bit of wind on Friday. Towards the end of the day, when we were splitting wood in the yard, it was getting pretty chaotic. We had to take the gazebo down because it nearly blew away. And yeah, that was quite chaotic. But apart from that, we didn't really get much. There was obviously a little bit of mess from just branches and things coming out of trees. I'm sure there's going to be a bit of tidying up to do, but nothing extravagant. That is Monday morning recap. Over the weekend, I was just in the yard, just tidying up a few bits and bobs. I washed my pickup, the 2 vans that were here. Also gave the chipper a rinse as well. I say a rinse at this time of year because, you know, the moment these things go back out, they're just going to get dirty again. So if you can keep on top of them and just keep giving them a quick wash and get the salt off them, get the debris off them, it's the best thing for it. And my phone's going mental. Cool, I'm going to go and answer that. Cool. So I'm just going to get this trailer on, head down to Mike and Tommy. There's a heap of concrete to come away from when they broke out the ramp, so we'll go and get that away. I'm going to reverse back and make sure there's plenty of air in the tyres. Check the pressures. Something I used to neglect quite a lot was tyre pressures in trailers until I one time was going up to Inverness and the tyre had actually came off the rim because it was all unbalanced. And I just forgot to check. Yeah, if they look hard it's fine, but you really need to make sure your pressures are all the same so that they aren't going to wear unevenly, especially if you've got heavy loads on. You do not want that happening, so always make sure, and I've always told the guys as well, make sure that you check tyre pressures and make sure they're all firm enough. I hate how loud this thing is. Cool, we are good to go. Tyres are pumped up. Yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to head out there. I've got my waste transfer slip that I had to print out because I've run out of, well, I don't know where the book is actually, that's what it is. So yeah, we're going to head out to the job, see how they're getting on, load up, try and get some of the concrete away. So this is what Michael's been on. This little sleeper bed, just to dress up this corner, which will be good. Charge the battery. I've basically been through, dumped the concrete, went to MKM to pick up materials, got the sleepers and everything we need, went and looked at a couple of other jobs in Alvymore, now back in Grantown, and I just thought I'd show you, if you haven't already seen Mosier is a tool that allows you to map out areas and find out the square meterage, and yeah, I'm sure you've probably seen it advertised, but we've used it for a couple of years now, and it is really handy for measuring out intricate spaces, because if you've got like a place like this, it's going to be really hard to sort of measure that out. I'm sure if you're really good at maths you can do that, but like this client's looking for the gravel to be replaced in the driveway to get it more accurate. I could roughly gauge how much we're going to need and how much is going to come away, but to get a more accurate measurement, you know, it's 152, nearly 153 metres squared roughly, give or take, and that's going to let me get a more accurate costing, so it's better for me and for the customer. And yeah, it's just a great tool. So if you do a lot of measuring, look into Mosier. It's maybe, I think they're about £500, but it's a very important tool in my toolbox, because yeah, trying to map out different areas, you know, add that bit up to that bit. You can just run around, measure each point. You can measure curves, you can measure gradient, different heights. And I believe there's a Mosier 2 out now, which is even more advanced than this. This is a Mosier 1. Little shout out to them. Yeah, it's definitely made my life a hell of a lot easier. Good morning, folks. It is Tuesday. Another wet, blistery Tuesday. I don't think it stopped raining all night. It's just kind of drizzly just now, cold and wet. However, we can still work. Good to go? Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, follow me up. So, just heading up to a job with Kyle and Ed to show them the crack there. Just a tidy up job. Going to spend the day there and see what they can get done in the garden, which is quite a big garden. Tommy and Mike are back to Tom and Towel. They managed to finish off that bed yesterday. It's just got to be tanked, the back of it, with bitumen, and we're also going to put Taram in the inside of it to try and keep the soil off of direct contact with the wood. So Ed's back in today, so that means we're up to a team of 4. As the week goes on, the team slowly builds up. So, just dropped off Kyle and Ed, just showed them around the property. It's quite a big garden. Basically just got to go in and see what we can do in a day to give it a tidy up, and then we'll go from there. Yeah, this is sort of Kyle's forte. He likes the garden side of work more so than the fencing and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to work people to their strengths as well. Sometimes you just got to get on with what you've got to do. Why not, you know, use people to their strength and what they actually enjoy doing. So Kyle's got quite a feel for like plants and everything, and cutting back and giving things a tidy up. So yeah, him and Ed can crack on. So it is a little bit later on in the morning now. It's 11:45. I've just been in the office getting a few quotes out, replying to some emails. I've also just been on the phone to Cress. If you didn't know, we are an ambassador for Cress Garden Machinery. So they are a fully electric tool brand, so they offer nothing but battery tools. We've had some of their kit since maybe August last year. Yeah, so far we're pretty impressed with the tools that they produce. Now, we had our eye on Cress before that anyway. I actually had the sales rep around here. He came in last year or the year before to show us the kit, and we had a little bit of a demo of it in the yard. And I've also seen them down at Groundsfest and also Saltex as well. They are trade shows for the green industry, if you didn't know. So yeah, we are delighted to be working with Cress, and we have big plans this year. Obviously the grass cutting season is around the corner, and we are looking to get our hands on some of the grass cutting machinery. Hopefully going to get a setup in the back of one of the beaver tails that is completely battery powered, apart from the ride-on mowers. If we need a ride-on mower, we obviously have the Ferris mowers there. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how that would hold up, because up till now we have been using petrol machinery for the grass cutting, because the battery stuff that we've used in the past just hasn't been there. We haven't had the setup to sort of charge on the go. Otherwise you would need a lot of batteries. You would go through a lot of batteries through the day. Now the thing that Cress offer is the cyber system, ready to abandon petrol. The guarantee of these batteries is 3,000 cycles, and the beauty of Cress is it has an 8-minute ultra-fast on-site charging system. This is the Cyber Tank, and this is a modular battery that you can charge your batteries on the go. So in here, you would charge this battery tank up the night before, and then that means you've got modular charging on the go. So that basically just acts as a power pack, and you can charge your batteries off of that. No cables, nothing. You just fire the batteries into there, and the beauty of it is it can charge in 8 minutes. A lot of their kit is aimed at commercial, so it's aimed at the grounds maintenance sort of industry. They do have some domestic gear. It is just a very attractive concept, being able to charge on the go, because that is the limiting factor with battery tools. The performance isn't a problem. The performance is there with the tools. It's the longevity of the runtime, how quick you can charge the batteries. I do not think any other brand is competing with this at the moment, this ability to charge on the go. Now, with everything, there is an initial outlay that comes with the Cybertank and just a battery setup in general. The batteries are not cheap. The tools are usually around the same price as petrol machinery, but it's the batteries that are the problem, and the initial outlay is quite a big one, a significant one, but the savings, Cress argue, is definitely going to outweigh the initial cost. It's just that daunting factor of spending so much money on equipment without knowing if it's going to perform or not. So with this collaboration with Cress, I want to show you, if we weren't collaborating with Cress and getting this equipment sent out to us, would we then go and buy it? Now, I did have my eyes on Cress before, like I said, because I liked the idea of it. And there is finance plans you can put in place to buy it. It's just thinking about what it can actually save you in the long run in terms of fuel, in terms of maintenance. Tools will always go wrong. Battery tools will always still go wrong, but hopefully less than a petrol one would. So that is the idea. So yeah, what I'm trying to answer, and I'm trying to answer for you guys, is if we didn't collaborate with Cress, would we go and buy it? And that is something that we will find out through the year. So great company to work with, really laid back. They're really helpful, there to answer any of your questions, and we like their machinery. The guys like their kit, and yeah, we're looking forward to seeing what sort of other pieces of equipment that we can get our hands on this year. Very exciting. Hello there. How are you getting on?
Yeah, getting there.
Mixture of machinery today. Speaking of Cress, the Cress hedge trimmer out. Their blower, which is a cracking little blower to use. Really nice and quiet, plenty of power about it. So basically, like I said, we've just got to kind of come in and spend the day and see what we can get done. So Kyle and Ed have been cracking on with this bed, cleared out the broom, all the sort of debris and weeds, give it a general sort of tidy up. Has made a big difference. We're going to get the leaves all cleared up. Basically what I said was try and make the biggest impact in the least amount of time, because we've only got a day here. We can come back and do more at a later date, but try and get as much tidied up as possible and make the biggest impact within a day. The sort of best outcome for the client. And again, if she wants, we can come in and do more at a later date. Guys are getting on well. Should maybe wait until someone comes and helps me, but get this one out of the way. This one's just past its MOT. I don't know if you can see me. Well, it actually failed on its MOT on 2 ball joints, I think, or suspension arms. I can't. But I'm trying not to block the path into the yard. Cool. Just leaves a bit more space. So I have just been up to see Kyle and Ed again. They're getting on fine. I spoke to the customer. She's absolutely delighted with what they're doing. So they are going to go back tomorrow and see what else they can get done, because they were kind of pushed for time, kind of rushing getting tidied up. Now that they're going back there tomorrow, they can just kind of get a rough tidy up today and give it a right good finish tomorrow. I said to the customer that we can spend as long as you want there. We're quite flexible this week. We have got other stuff to go to, but there's no real rush for that. So we might as well do it while we're there. She's happy just to spend as much time as possible getting it done. Pretty good going that. Can just send the guys there again. Extra work. Leaves more in the diary to do later. Yeah, another happy customer. She's delighted. So well done, Kyle and Ed. Good morning. It is 29th of January, Wednesday. We're just about to go get the trailer on. We've got a load of sleepers in here and some pegs, and we're going to go down and see Mike and Tommy, who are still at the Tom and Tell job. Cool. So Ed and Kyle are back at that job that they were at yesterday, as you know. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but it was yesterday, so I almost can't remember what I said on camera. It is a brisk 2 degrees today. It has not stopped raining all night, it's only kind of just stopped now, so it is pretty wet. The ground is pretty wet. Mike phoned me on his way over to, or once he'd got to Tom and Tal, and said watch the roads because there's a lot of surface water and some slush and snow as well. So yes, the joys of winter. It is not ideal, it's not great, however it is not snow and we can crack on. It might not be fun, it might not be luxurious, but we can get some work done.
But is it too soon?
Oh, I've just pulled up to the job, just got the trailer in. It is absolutely Baltic out here, like I'm freezing. I've got my Crest jacket. Crest kindly sent us out a big winter jacket and a little soft shell, but this thing's great, like proper winter jacket. It's like double skinned. I'm pretty sure there's a jacket inside a jacket. Yeah, there's a zip there, so I think you can turn it into like a more sort of casual thing, but yeah, definitely needed it. It is freezing. So this is the finished bed that Mike has done, Mike and Tommy. A good job of it. One thing that I forgot to say to the guys when they were fencing this is, instead of stepping it down like they have, I think we would have left the boards higher and then cut them at an angle like we have done on the other side, if you can see behind the pickup there. So they're cut on an angle and these ones are stepped down. Now it would tie in with the top of the sleepers, but I think we're going to change it. It's only a few boards to come off and then put some bigger ones on. But yeah, the customer's delighted with what we've done here. We're going to fill this up with soil. It's going to be a sort of raised bed and they can plant it up. So you can see how wet it is. Mike and Tommy have been putting the posts in for this little sleeper wall, sleeper raised bed that we're going to be putting up against here. It's not going to be as high as that, but we've just cut some fence posts in half. And then there'll be a sleeper edging going along here where this line is. And this is just going to be gravel. A small gate here and then a fence along. Are you happy?
Very.
Good. So that is Kyle and Ed finished at that garden. The customer just came out there and she's absolutely delighted. Says can't fault them, they've worked so hard, it looks so much better. All the things you want to hear. So well done to Kyle and Ed. It's always great to hear that, getting good feedback from customers and getting really grateful customers who value what you're doing and are appreciative. It just makes it all so much better. Thank you to the customer, thank you to Kyle and Ed for doing such a great job, and yeah, that was a good end to the day. Kyle and Ed will be on a similar job in Alvemore tomorrow for a regular client that we look after. Basically just going in to spend the day to see what they can get done. There's a list of sort of things that need done, and yeah, just to give the garden a sort of general tidy up. It has been good to get those sort of jobs back in the diary, you know, jobs here and there. That's 3 days already of just consistent work. It's been pretty good, and while they are doing that, Mike and Tommy have been making great progress over in Tom and Tuttle. So yeah, it is going well so far. Anyway, on that note, I will see you tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully the weather behaves itself tomorrow too. So we're waiting for a representative from Mikeysline to come and present a cheque, or I think I have to present a cheque to them for a photo, because we did a Christmas tree charity collection for Mikeysline, in aid of Mikeysline, and we managed to raise £1,600. I think it was around £1,500, but I topped it up to 16. Get down! Sorry, dog's attacking the videographer. So yeah, we raised about £1,600 for charity, and yeah, they're coming to present a cheque. We're presenting a cheque. They're getting a photo of it or something, so Once that happens, then we can go out to Tom and Towel to see the guys. But right now, we're just taking the mutts for a walk. What are you doing? What are you doing? Cool.
There you go.
Look at that.
Excellent.
£1,600. We collected over 100 Christmas trees in aid of Mikeysline. We've done it for a couple of years now. I think this is the third year. And yeah, we've blown it out of the water this year. We've pretty much over 100 Christmas tree and basically £1,000 more than last year. So
absolutely amazing. Thank you so
Chuffed
much
for that, no
all your
bother at all.
support. It's just incredible. We don't get any statutory funding, so donations like this are absolutely vital to the services that we provide. So well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Like-minded people.
What made you decide to support Mikeysline in the first instance?
I don't know, obviously I think mental health is quite an important thing. Struggled with it myself, so and when choosing a charity, I was obviously going to do the Christmas tree collection, but Mikeysline was a charity that kind of came to mind.
So yourself, yeah. So
Yeah.
like that £1,600 from creatively collecting Christmas trees is phenomenal. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So-
no, that's good. No, I'm glad to help. It was compared to the last year, I think it was around £1,500, but I topped it up to £1,600 because over 100 over 100
You
payments.
collected over 100.
Yeah.
So is that like double of last year? Because last year.
Yeah, it probably would be over
Yeah.
double. But we had two vehicles out. We had the guys you would have seen on the post.
Yeah. So my name's Alana Stables. I'm the Be the Change manager for Mikeysline. Mikeysline is a grassroots mental health and suicide prevention charity covering the whole of the Highlands, Islands and Moray. We operate 365 days a year and are absolutely inclusive to all, from children as young as primary 6 and primary 7 right through the generations. Be the Change is all about engaging with the community in a creative way and challenging the stigma and changing the dialogue around mental health. So please know that if anybody needs to reach out to us, we are here for you. We're that non-judgmental listening ear, and all our details can be found online at www.mikeysline.co.uk.
That is that. Mikeysline. It's okay not to be okay. Especially on days like this when I can't do any work. Alright,
Coming along like we've done.
so we're going to have to maybe dig it in. Can't really tell. 50 to the shortest side though. You're thinking in the back side's going to be longer. Since it's such a cold day, I'll get you a coffee. What do you want?
Black.
Black? Americano?
Yes.
Yeah, cappuccino, please.
Cappuccino.
Yeah, thanks. Not bad leaving him. He was wide-eyed terror look, but
There's no way we could have stopped.
It's always fun at this time of year. Bloody snow. Oh yeah. There's no doubt I'll come over with a digger.
I'm taking that level down by about 20 mil, leveling it out so that we can add some nice chipstone at the end, just to bring it up and have a nice clean area of chipstone.
Basically what's happening, there's going to be a small bed in here. Now the reason there's posts every 1200 centre was because we thought we were going to double it up, but we're not now. So it's a bit overkill. That's just going to be a bed running along there to hide the bottom of the wall, and then between here and here there'll be a lawn. There's going to be a sleeper edge running right the way along here. That's what these posts are in for. Every 2.4 metres, just to hold those sleepers in. And then this is going to be gravel. The gravel's going to come into the driveway and wrap right around the house. This will be a lawn, and there'll be a fence running along here. So there'll be a small gate here, bit of fence, and then a fence to separate the lawn from the driveway. So once these two sleepers are in and the weather's better, we can get some soil in here. We're gonna have to get a lorry load of topsoil to build up what we dug out, because this was hardcore, a lot of hardcore. You might have remembered in a previous episode we dug out how many loads of stuff do you think it was, Mike, that we took out of here? Skip. So probably about 70 ton of stuff came out of here, the whole sort of area, because this was just built up hardcore the whole way along, and we had to dig it out for the lawn. So yeah, it came a long way. The customer is absolutely delighted so far. I've had some great feedback. They're so easy going, and it makes all the difference. You just want to do a lot more for customers that are really easy. Of course it helps when they know what they want and they have a vision, but they're also pretty flexible with ideas, and you bring some ideas to them and they'll tell you if they like it or not. So, but yeah, top-notch customers, and it's been a great little project. Just a complete blank canvas, and it'll be good to see what it's like when it's done. Leave them just now. Yeah, we'll work out what we're going to do. Cool, I'll see you in a bit. Bye. Hello there. YouTube. How about it?
Tell them your YouTube video is out now.
Oh, do you want to do it here?
Yeah.
Did you know the latest YouTube video is out now? Why aren't you watching it on YouTube now? I f***ed it up! Did you know our latest video is out now? Six! What am I saying? New YouTube video out now. Nah. Did you know our new YouTube video's out now? Fucking get in the car. So that is us for the day. That is us for the week. It is only Thursday, however, I'm not here tomorrow. Chances of snow tonight again, so I don't really want to be asking the guys to be playing about with the camera when they're trying to get some stuff done in what is already challenging conditions. So we'll cut the vlog off there, but if you've made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope people are taking things away from these videos, so your feedback is always welcome down below, because if nobody tells me, I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know what you liked, what you maybe didn't like. We're always trying to improve the videos. I think they've come a long way since we started. And yeah, we're generally getting pretty good feedback from them. So yeah, each week varies in what content we show. It just depends on how the week unfolds and what the weather does. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to hit that like button down below. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. I don't know what the statistics are now, but they recently were 50% of the viewers weren't subscribed to the channel, so hit that subscribe button. It helps us more than you think. See you next time.